Around the News. We're here broadcasting from IHS. The world is full of news today. We have the top stories from local news to technology to politics to international news and health. Education plays an important role in the New Orleans local area. Education has changed tremendously since Katrina a couple years ago. 70% of inmates in American prisons can't read above a 4th grade level. 75% of the food stamp residents are high school dropouts. And 85% of the people brought into the juvenile justice system are physically and mentally and functionally illiterate. Coca-Cola has just stopped labeling their bottle caps, their products' bottle caps, stating, "You retard," as it is offensive to many, due to an experience of the Lotz family. Their daughter Fiona, who is 11, suffers from cerebral palsy and from autism. Thankfully, this little girl didn't read the bottle cap label, for it could have affected her life and her self-conscience. The director of brand communication of Coca-Cola, Shani Denning, has stated, "This is certainly not an excuse or way for what has occurred. We wanted to know that this is no intentional or this was no mistake on our part during these review processes. We also wanted to share that the promotion has since been canceled and we are no longer producing those bottles."
I'm Tanisha Tapper with International News for Darndee Newscast. Oil is being stolen on a large scale in Nigeria, the 13th largest producer, and the country's politicians and security officials to a new report from a prominent British research group. Thieves have stolen an estimated average of 100,000 barrels a day. The report said that the thieves work in elaborate networks that are protected by corrupt security officials. The price of oil changes a lot. This problem has reached such proportions that major oil companies have complained to the government that is cutting significantly into their production. Thieves have been stealing 6% to 30% of the country's daily production. Officials and private actors disguise theft through manipulation of meters and shipping documents. Security officials are said to receive payments from thieves in order for security. Mr. Roboto's report gave a higher possible figure for the scale of daily theft up to 250,000 barrels, but the Chapman House document emphasized the unreliability of figures from government or oil companies. This is why gas prices are so high. With national news, House Republicans almost passed a bill that would cut food stamps by $4 billion. This would take back almost $80 billion from normal people like in New Orleans who do not have food stamps or cannot afford to buy their own meals with normal money. The bill eliminates loopholes and requires people to have jobs that pay a certain amount of money. But even while the food stamp program will cost more than $700 billion over the next 10 years. The food stamp program has been part of the Farm Bill, a huge piece of legislation that had routinely been passed every 5 years, authorizing financing for the nation's farms and nutrition programs. But in July, House leaders split the bill's farm and nutrition section.
Good morning. Welcome to Darndee News. I'm the political reporter, and today we'll be discussing the concern of drug costs, complex science at issue in politics of fatal pain, and how Brazil's leader postponed state visits to Washington over spying. And we'll be right back after this break. Thank you. Are you hungry? Don't starve yourself like Mr. Skeleton here. Buy some of Alejandro's delicious snacks only for $1 each. Once you buy one snack, you're going to keep coming back. Alejandro's Snacks. Buy it, eat it, enjoy. Welcome back. Let's converse about the concern of drug costs. People are questioning if the Obama administration's new healthcare law will cover the drugs they need and how much they will need to pay for them. Consumers are concerned about their well-being because their lives depend on these expensive medications. Little has been said about the contributions of consumers, and some states that have required their patients to pay 50% for their medication. The administration asserts that the chronically ill patients are among the biggest beneficiaries of the new law, given that the insurers are now prevented from denying them coverage and cannot charge them higher prices because of their illness. The next political concern is how complex science at issue in politics of fatal pain. Since 2010, a dozen states have enacted an anti-abortion law. Most scientists believe that if the fetuses can feel pain, the neurological wiring is not in place until later, after the time when nearly all abortions occur. Scientists like Dr. Rosen states that fetuses can feel pain at 20 weeks. Another scientist added that few performances of the abortion can be done in a way that the fetuses won't feel pain. The final topic that we're going to be talking about today is Brazil's leader postponing state visit to Washington over spying. Brazil's President Dilma Rousseff said that Tuesday that she was postponing a state visit to the U.S., delivering a sharp rebuke to the Obama administration over revelations that National Security Agency had spied on her inner circle of top aides in Brazil's largest company, the oil giant Petrobras. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we are having difficulties contacting one of our news reporters because he decided to hang out with friends instead of doing his civics project with the rest of the group. Now to technology.
Hi, I'm Daria. Every day of our lives are changing due to technology. In a way, things come and go. I say things come and go because technology makes it that way. For instance, new apps are invented every day. Bump was invented in 2008 and recently Google has bought it. So now it is considered reinvented. Also, I would like to know, do you have an iPhone? Did you know that the iPhone 5C comes out tomorrow? And guess what? It is plastic. Is your phone plastic now? No, I don't think so. But the iPhone 5C is considered a less expensive iPhone than the rest. Technology can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you use it. You may use it to communicate with things, it may be used to invent new things, or maybe to communicate with a distance family. And today I'm going to interview Ms. Kiki Brown. Good morning, Ms. Kiki Brown. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
What kind of phone do you have?
I have an iPhone.
That's nice, me too. How would you say technology affected your life over a period of time?
It helps me connect with family members that are not around, and it's easier than a phone on the wall.
I know that's right. Although there are many things good about technology, there are some bad things. For instance, recently there was a girl by the name of Rebecca at the age of 12 that committed suicide. She committed suicide due to cyberbullying through technology. When I say technology, she was cyberbullied through social media, such as Kik, Instagram, and Facebook. Her mother tried to monitor it, but it was unbearable. And that shows that technology has changed over a period of time.
Thank you for watching Darn